So in this video, I am going to be going over 3 of the best websites that can help you in competitive Fortnite. I know this strays away from the normal in-game content that I like to be doing, but it is still very important. So please let me know if you guys enjoy this in the comments below. Be sure to stick around until the end of the video so you guys do not miss any important information. And also consider using code SONATAFN in the Fortnite item shop #ad. And if you do stay until the end, feel free to leave a comment letting me know. Alright, so as you guys can see, our first website here is Fortnite.gg. If you guys don't know what this website is, it's basically the Fortnite map. It just gives you a solid look at it, and you can basically turn on a bunch of settings over here. I'm going to be going in depth into each one and explaining what it is and like how you can basically use it to help you in game. So basically, the first setting is spawns. This is basically showing you where all of the chests are, where all the floor loot is, where all the ammo boxes is, and all of these various things that you guys can see right here. If I scroll down, there's a bunch of landmarks, IO guards, which are obviously aren't in competitive anymore, but there's fishing holes, there's ice boxes, and there's a bunch of other stuff like reboot fans. And basically what you can do is you can basically see this if you're trying to drop somewhere, or you're trying to, loot somewhere, and like you can basically see, let's say I want to loot Pleasant Park, you can see where all the chests are. So you know that there's 2 chests in this house, then there's 1 in this, 2 in this, then there's 3 in this. You're like, okay, so maybe I want to land here, and then I want to go over here in order to properly, like just get those 3 chests and just have some good loot. Or you can say, maybe I want to land here and then go over here and get these 2 chests in this crate right here. And once again, you guys got to keep in mind that 50% chest spawn rate is still a thing. And that's a big, effector onto all of this type of stuff. So basically, you guys can do this, and you guys can also see where ammo boxes is. This is actually the thing that I use loot-like.info or Fortnite.gg the most for, because it's very important to find out to make sure that you loot all of those ammo boxes. And right here, I can see that all these ammo boxes are right here, and all of this various different things. What you can also do is you guys can also turn on NPC characters, so you can see where all of the NPCs spawn. Obviously Doggo's right there, but if you zoom out, you guys can see that there's a bunch on the entire map. Like for example, Fishstick can spawn here or here, this Burnout Driver spawns here, and then I don't know, Rapscallion can spawn here, or Rapscallion can spawn in Lazy. There's a bunch of places where people can spawn. Like Blaze can even spawn over here sometimes. Blaze can also spawn over here. There's a bunch of different things that you guys can use this website for. And I think the most important thing personally is either seeing these characters, or I would also say that one of the most important things is fishing holes. So if you guys are like looking for a drop spot, and you're like, okay, maybe I want to fish a little bit. Maybe you're like, okay, let's land over here for solos because it has fishing spots and an NPC, and it also has a bunch of mats. Like you guys can see these trees right here and some brick as like dotted around the place, and also 3 main buildings to loot. But maybe that's what you guys want to use it for. There might be other reasons. There's many things to use this thing for. Even slurp canisters. You guys can see where slurp canisters are around the map. There's some in Salty. There's some in on this bridge over here. Obviously, those are the slurp trucks. Then there's some, in this what's it called, Dusty Depot, or sorry, next to this this slurp truck right here. There's a slurp truck right there. There's a bunch of things that you guys can use this website for. It's really important. So Fortnite.gg is definitely a must look at, must have bookmarked website for me, because I use it a lot when I'm, VOD reviewing, maybe when I'm trying to, write a script for a video, for drop spots, like looking at various different things. So this is one of the websites that I would definitely recommend that you guys use a lot. It's very, very useful. Alright, so the second most useful website that I like to use for Fortnite competitive is called Q.gg. I have featured this website before in my How to VOD Review video. This is a very useful website when it comes to VOD reviewing with teammates, by yourself. It's just very useful overall. So basically how this website works is you obviously have to create an account. My name is Saltwaters just because, it helps with me. And you basically have to start by creating a group. I'm just going to say VOD Reviews, because that's, a very simple name for a VOD review folder. And basically what it'll do is it'll create, and it says future reviews, finish reviewing, and additional folder, and then the trash. And as you guys can see, it basically shows says that you haven't uploaded anything yet. What you guys can do with this website is you can upload various clips from maybe your computer, from YouTube, from Twitch, and you can VOD review stuff that way. So let's say that I want to go into future reviews and add something right here. So let's say I click upload, and you guys can see there's 3 options. There's file upload, YouTube Twitch link, and request files. So this is requesting files from, I don't know, let's say like another person on Q.gg. But that's not a way that I like to use a lot. For me personally, the way I like to use the most is this YouTube / Twitch link. What you can do is, let's say that I'm trying to review VOD review Wave Vidal right here. I can copy this YouTube link up here, and then I can go into what's it called, Q.gg, and copy and paste this link, and it'll come right here, and it'll submit for me 100%. So what I can do is I can click submit, and it'll pop up right here in my VOD review feed, and this is very easy for me to VOD review now. So I can just play this, control the audio, and just do a bunch of different things. So let's say that I want to try and play it. Sometimes it'll take a little bit to load. I can also draw all over the place with it, and just in case I want to try and draw for stuff for VOD reviewing. And I can also draw in different colors. I can choose my own color from this custom color palette right here. And there's a bunch of different things I can do. I can also choose stuff like my you know, some settings that I want to use. Let's say that I want to use these settings like rewind and forward by, then playback speed. Those are all useful things that you guys can do. And you know, it's just very useful to have this website on hand just in case you want to VOD review with your team or VOD review with, you know, basically anybody. It's a very useful website to improve at the game. VOD reviewing, I've always said, is one of the most important things to do in order to improve, and this website is no exception. You need to have it bookmarked, and you guys need to make sure that you're using this consistently if you want to VOD review. What you guys can also do is you guys can create many groups where you can include collaborators. For example, maybe you have a trio and you want to include your teammates into this group. It's like you just title it My Trio, and you guys put all of your recorded games or your replay files in here, and then you guys can VOD review together. So this is a very good website in order for VOD reviewing and also just generally improving at the game. So I would definitely recommend that you guys have this website bookmarked. So this final website right here is obvious. It's obviously Fortnite Tracker. This is a very useful website for a number of things that I'm going to be going over right now. As you guys can see, we're on the homepage of Fortnite Tracker right here. You guys can obviously search players' stats right here, but what you can do is you can scroll down and you can obviously see some competitive news. You can say, you can see the Short Night Film Festival by Fortnite. It's not all competitive, but it's pretty useful news just in case you want to keep up with the game. You can see that Clicks recently got bans, but then he got unbanned if you guys didn't know. So that's great for him. You guys can also see the item shop and whatnot, but that's not as important as what I'm going to be showing you guys. There's obviously a looking for players section where you guys can obviously find teammates to compete with. All these people are showing, it shows their PR, it shows all of their stuff, and it basically shows all of this right here. You guys can see all of these people. You guys can pick your region, you guys can pick any PR, you guys can pick any earnings, you guys can pick, you know, like 10, 100, 1000, 5000. You can click events that you're looking for people for. You know, if you're looking for the FNCS, people are obviously looking right here, and all of these players are trying to find good trios or good duos or good teammates to play with, you know. So that section is very useful. You can also go to challenges. This isn't very important, but this is for, like trying to get challenges done. Like, for example, most kills, like a kill leaderboard and solo wins. You know, there's a bunch of different things, but that's not necessarily what's important right now. We can also go into the events tab and we can go down to this calendar. This is really important in keeping up with what time events will start and exactly what day they're on. This is very important if you're a competitive player and you're trying to keep up with, you know, competitive news and all that sort of stuff. So this is really important, especially for whatever region that you're playing on. You can obviously choose your region. Right now I have all regions selected, but let's say if you want to choose NA East, there's going to be a calendar for NA East that pops up right here. It's going to show on Monday that we had the Trios Cash Cup. Now it's going to show on Thursday there's a Streamer Bowl, then on Friday there's Friday Night Bragging Rights, and then Solo Cash Cup, etc, etc. Basically, this is one place where you guys can all see your basically like your events that are coming up for the next little while, which is very important. What you also can do is you can look at leaderboards, not as important. You guys can look at, like, you know, hype leaderboards. I don't know if it's really working right now. It wasn't working earlier, but I guess it is actually. So yeah, we have Marshall W, then Advith, and all these players in terms of hype, but I guess these are probably bugged. It says 4.0. But you guys can obviously go through all the rest. There's creatives, item shop, which shows basically the item shop, and then support and premium. But basically, this website is extremely useful if you're a competitive player looking to keep up with the events, looking for players. Maybe you're trying to look at some Fortnite news. There's a bunch of different things that you can use this website for. So that's why you should really consider having it bookmarked. Alright guys, that is the video on some good websites to help you with competitive Fortnite. If you guys did enjoy this video, please consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel for more. If you guys are interested in checking out my Twitch, Twitter, or my Discord server, there's a link in the description for all three of those things. If you guys like this type of content, be sure to leave a comment letting me know that it helped you out, but that's about it for this video guys. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.